A very good morning, friends. Myself SS Jugale, and today we are going to deal the remaining part of the angle measuring instrument. We are starting from the angle gauges. So, what are the angle gauges? Angle gauges are made up of hardened steel and seasoned carefully to ensure the permanence of angular accuracy, and measuring faces are lapped and polished to a high degree of accuracy and flatness like slip gauges. Angle gauges are simplest device to measure the unknown angle of the component. The schematic view of this angle measuring instrument are over here. Look at this. These are the hardened steam high chromium steel blocks which are developed by manufacturing in successive stages by heating and cooling at successive stages, and then lapping and polishing with respect to buffing. So the angle gauge blocks can be also be rung together to build a desired angle. Look at this. They can rung together. In addition, they can also be subtracted to form a smaller angle as a difference of two larger angles as shown in figure. The plus and minus ends of the each blocks are marked. Suppose we have to add the angles. For the addition, same signs are placed over here. Same sign of angle gauges blocks are placed over here. Suppose additional of two angles. So plus 5 plus 5. So addition of angle. It will become an addition, and when we have to subtraction, we have to place on opposite side for the subtraction. So these are the angle gauges. It can be rung also or rung together also to build a desired angle. So these angle gauges blocks provide the range from 0 to 90 degree, 59 minutes and 59 seconds in steps of 1 second. 13 pieces set of angle gauge blocks has the following gauges. One set of 13 pieces set is there, and it is having a degree blocks of 1 degree, 3 degree, 9 degrees, 27 degree and 41 degree. Same as minute blocks 1, 3, 9 and 27 minutes, and second blocks 3, 6, 18 and 30 seconds. So we have to insert this particular die in this particular alpha angle. We have to measure this alpha angle. All gauges added total are 37 degree, 9 minutes and 18 seconds. Look at this. When all are added, same sign. Angle set 27 minutes, 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Look at this. 27 degrees, 9 minutes, 9 plus 3, 9 minutes, and lastly 30 seconds. These 13 block angle sets are commonly made up of oil hardened tool steels, hardened to Rockwell C65 or chrome steel with 85% of chrome carbide and 15% of nickel binder. They are available in two grades, namely laboratory master grade and tool room grade. The characteristics of the two grades are as follows. There is a laboratory master grade and tool room grade. Their deviation from the marked angle, flatness across widths, flatness along length, parallelism and minimum surface, these are maintained in such accuracy. Next is angle gauges are another new set available in the market nowadays. These are smallest increment by which can be produced angle made by produced and number of individual blocks contained in the set, and details of this particular block composing into the set. So 1 degree having 6 blocks, 1, 3, 5, 15, 30 and 45. For 1 minute there are 11 blocks, 1, 3, 5, 15, 13 and 45 degree, and for 1 second there are 16 set. Look at this, 6 blocks, 5 blocks and 5 blocks of minutes. So these are the three standard sets nowadays available in markets. One is of only 6 blocks, another is of 11 blocks and another of 16 blocks. In the 16 blocks 1, 3, 5, 15, 30 and 45 are degrees. 1, 3, 5, 20 and 30 minutes, and 1, 3, 5, 20 and 30 seconds. Those 6, 11 and 16 blocks of angle gauge sets are available in the market. So each angle gauge is enumerated with the symbol, this smaller than or greater than indicates the direction of included angle. Whenever an angle gauge is required to be subtracted, the gauge should be rung each other. The symbol less than is in other direction than their particular thing. Look at this. This is 45 degree. We have to maintain 42 degree. So we first of all take the 45 degree block. If we minus 3 degree, if we place 3 degree up in opposite direction, it will minus, it will subtracted. So 45 minus 3 degree is equal to 42 degree. Similarly, 30 minute plus 30 minute, 5 minute plus 30 plus 5, 35 minutes. And lastly 20 seconds. So what are the uses of angle gauges? Angle gauges are used for measurement and calibration purpose in tool rooms. Used for measuring the angle of a die insert, inspecting compound angles of tools and dies. Used in machine shops for setting up a machine. Next is spirit levels. These are the spirit levels. These are also used for angle measuring instruments. This is the most common, most simple method to measure the angle. Low viscosity fluid is inside this particular graduated unit. Clinometer. Clinometer uses the principle of spirit level. Look at this. It has a different applications. We can see in the simplest form in the subsequent PPTs. The clinometer is a special case of application of the spirit level. It is an instrument used for measuring the angle relative to the horizontal plane. The various types of clinometers are as vernier clinometer, micrometer clinometer, dial clinometer and optical clinometer. Clinometers. The clinometers is a special case of the application of the spirit level. It is an instrument used for measuring the angle relative to the horizontal plane. It consists of a spirit level mounted on the rotary member. This is a rotary member. This is fixed at one end. This is a rotary member. It can be rotated like this from here to here in angular direction. So it consists of a spirit level. This rotary member at the center, it consists of a spirit level. One face of the housing forms the base of the instrument. This housing, this is a housing, entire housing. One of the side is considered forms a base. A circular scale is provided on the housing. A circular scale is used to measure the angle of inclination of the rotary member relative to the base. Suppose we have to measure the unknown angle of this particular component. This is the workpiece. Suppose this is the workpiece. We have to measure this particular angle theta. So if it is possible to make this particular rotary member in a horizontal direction, or member which contains spirit level in a horizontal direction, then this and this particular lines are become a parallel. When it become a parallel, when it's what we call as a spirit level or bubble comes exactly at the center. The scale may cover the whole circular, or any part of it is fitted into this particular entire housing. The base of the instrument is placed on this particular surface and rotary member is adjusted till the zero reading at the bubble or bubble comes at the center is obtained. If this is possible, then angle of rotation noted circular scale is directly proportional to the angle to be measured. Means what? Place the base and rotate the rotary member until the bubble comes at the center. If bubble comes at the center, at that time this particular line becomes parallel, and this theta will be same. So this is the clinometer. This is the actual clinometer. Look at this. This is the rotary member. One form is base. This rotary member is fixed at one point and it will be rotated in this direction. You have to place this on the inclined job. This particular clinometer is placed on this particular inclined job, and you just move the rotary member until the bubble come at the center. These are the various forms, oldest forms of this particular clinometer. These are the oldest forms of clinometer. Next is the another clinometer, what we call as a microclinometer. Microclinometer, as shown in figure, in this type, one end of spirit level is attached at the end of barrel of a micrometer. Look at this, one end of the spirit level is attached to the barrel of the micrometer. Other end of the spirit level is hinged. Look at this, it is hinged on the base. The base is placed on the surface whose inclination is to be measured. The micrometer is adjusted till the level is in a horizontal. This type of clinometer is suitable for measuring the small angles. In the most commonly used clinometer is of Hilger and Waltz type, in which circular scale is totally enclosed and it is divided from 0 to 360 degree at the interval, at the 10 degree interval. For observation of 10 degree subdivision, optical micrometer is provided. So look at this, this is a microclinometer. Look at this, we have to measure this particular angle until the ball is reached at the center. This is the exact microclinometer. These are the advanced nowadays coming into the market, this particular clinometers. Then what are the optical instruments for angle measurement? Magnification enables, some of the optical instruments are also used for angular measurement. Autocollimator is one of the instrument for this particular angle measurement. Magnification, in case of magnification, enables easy and accurate measurement of object. A monochromatic light source ensures a high degree of accuracy. The third principle is one of alignment. The fourth is principle of interferometry. These principles have driven the development of a large number of measuring instruments and comparators. So this is the advanced technology nowadays used in the angle measuring instruments. I use it as an angle measuring instrument. That is, this is the autocollimator. A special form of telescope is used to measure the small angle. This is the telescope with a high degree of resolution. It has a precise alignment. It has verification angles and it verifies for the angle standards. It detection of angle movement are used. So this is an optical instrument used for measurement of small angular differences. Autocollimator. It is an optical instrument used for small angular differences, to measure the small angular differences. For small angular measurements, autocollimator provides a very sensitive and accurate approach. Autocollimator is essentially an infinity telescope and a collimator combined into one instrument. This particular one instrument. The principle on which this instrument work is mentioned over here. This particular principle of autocollimator. The rays, what we call as O, is a point source. This is a point source of light placed at the principal focus of a collimating lens. This particular collimating lens. The rays of light O incident on the lens now travel as a parallel beam of light. If this particular strikes the plane of reflector, these are the reflector. Look at this. This is the reflector. When this parallel beam of light strikes the plane reflector, which is normal to the optical axis, it will be reflected back. It will be reflected back along its own path and focused at the same point O. If the plane reflector is now tilted through an angle, small angle theta. Look at this. If this reflector tilted through an angle of theta, small angle theta, then the parallel beam of light reflected through a twice of this angle. This particular parallel beam of light reflected in twice angle, 2 theta. And it will be brought up to the focus at O in the same plane at a distance x. In the same plane at this is the distance x. I will not mention over here, but this is the distance x from O. What we called as a O dash is the next position. So O dash is equal to x is equal to 2 theta into f, where f is the focal length. F is the focal length. There is a certain important pointers to appreciate here. The position of the final image does not depend upon the distance of a reflector from the lens. It does not depend upon the distance of the reflector, this particular from the lens. This distance will not affect initially. That is, separation x is independent of the position of the reflector from the lens. But if the reflector is moved too much back, then reflected rays will be completely miss the lens and no image will be formed. Thus, for full range of readings, instrument is to be used a maximum remoteness of the reflector. Reflector is limited. For high sensitivity, for example, larger value of x, small angular deviation theta, a long focal lens is required. This particular for measurement is to the long focal lens is required. So in case of attochronometer, O dash is the distance x. Look at this, O dash, this is the distance. Look at this, this is the triangle and this is the theta is the thing, but this theta, so 2 theta. So O dash is equal to distance x, this is the 2 theta. So if you consider tan component with the, if you take tan component as this particular 2 theta, tan 2 theta is equal to O dash divided by f. Hence x is equal to 2 theta f. If we know x, we also know that f, we can calculate the theta, where the f is equal to focal length of the objective lens. This is the focal length of the objective, we also know that. So how it works, we have to see how it works. So there are the target graticules is positioned at the focal plane. These are the target graticules. These are the cross-line graticules, or what we call as a target graticule, positioned at the focal plane of a telescope objective system, in which intersection of cross line on the optical axis, that is on the principal focus. When the target graticules is illuminated, this particular target graticule illuminated by using lamp, rays of light diverging from the intersection point reach the objective via beam splitter. Look at this beam splitter. It will reach the viewpoint from the beam splitter and are projected from the objective as a parallel pencil of light. Look at this parallel pencil of light. In this mode, the optical system is operating as a collimator. Next, a flat reflector is placed. This is the reflector. This is objective. This is the reflector. A flat reflector is placed in front of objective and exactly normal to the optical axis. For this particular plane, it is normal to the optical axis. It reflects the parallel pencil of light back along their original path, reflected back to the original path. They are then brought to the focus in the plane of target graticule and exactly coincident with the intersection. A proportion of the return light passes straight through the beam splitter. It will then passes through the beam splitter. The beam splitter and the return image of the target cross line is therefore visible through the eyepiece. It can all entire images are visible from this particular eyepiece. And for this particular mode, optical system is operating as a telescopic focused at infinity. If the reflector is tilted, suppose we tilted the reflector through at a small angle theta. Look at this. If we tilted this particular reflector at an angle theta, then the light will be deflected by twice of that particular angle, as already mentioned over here. It will be reflected at an angle twice of the theta, and it will be brought to the focus in the plane target graticule, but the linearly displacement from the actual target cross line by an amount of 2 theta into f. Look at this. Look at this. So this particular linear displacement of the graticule image in the plane of eyepiece is therefore directly proportional to the reflector, and the tilt can be measured by eyepiece graticules. This particular eyepiece graticules. Optical micrometer or electronic detector system scale directly the angular units. So what the instrument is so sensitive that the air currents between the optical path and the target mirror can be fluctuations in the reading. And autocollimator is housed inside a sheet metal or a PVC plastic casing to ensure that air currents do not hamper measurement the accuracy. So it can be classified into the three ways: a visual conventional autocollimator, digital autocollimator, or laser autocollimator. So what are the applications of this particular autocollimator? The measurement of straightness and flatness of machine parts and accessories such as guideways, machine tables, surface plates, etc. are analyzed by this particular using this particular autocollimator. Assessment of parallelism and machine slide movement with respect to the guideways. Angle gauges can be calibrated using this particular autocollimator. So these are the number of applications we have to find out for this autocollimator. So if you have any doubt regarding this principle of autocollimator or any angle measuring instrument like clinometer or angle gauges or any other instrument, then please comment in the comment box and let me know to clear your doubts. So these are the completion of different angle measuring instrument. We are dealing with the last 2 lectures. Thank you very much.